Hello and welcome to day 9 of the Floral Craft Countdown, where I'm sharing 14 flower themed Cricut papercraft projects in 14 days. Today we are making sticker sheets. So I've got a pre-made sticker sheet design for you. You can see I've already peeled a couple of these off. These are really nice to make to decorate water bottles or notebooks or anything else that you might add stickers to, and they make lovely gifts too. Just slide them inside a greetings card as a little extra goodie in there. This comes in 2 parts. You've got the main background here, which is this lovely floral pattern. Then the stickers go on top of that. So your Cricut will cut around the stickers, but it doesn't go all the way through the backing. So you end up with this lovely rounded corner backing with all of your stickers on top. I'll show you 2 different ways on how you can cut stickers in this way using Cricut Design Space, and then we'll look at loads of different types of sticker materials so that you can see which ones you think would look best if you decide to make these stickers. Let's get started. The files for this project are free for the next 24 hours. Here's how to download them. Register a free ticket for the Floral Craft Countdown at craftwithsarah.com/floral. After registering, you'll get an email which contains a link to the schedule page for the countdown. Visit the schedule page to find and download today's files. Each download is only available for free for 24 hours after it goes live. If you have missed some, check out the Instant Access Bundle at craftwithsarah.com/floral bundle, which immediate immediate and ongoing access to all of the files from the Floral Craft Countdown, plus loads of extra bonus designs. The download comes in a zip folder. You will need to unzip this before uploading the SVG files into Cricut Design Space. Once you've downloaded and unzipped the folder for my sticker sheet designs, you'll notice that it looks a little bit different to what you might be used to. There are no SVG or DXF cut files for this project. That's because these stickers are printable files, so they're designed to be printed on your home printer, and then you'll put it into the Cricut machine to do the print then cut process to cut around the edge. There are 2 separate files included, both of which are PNG files. The first has the word base in it, and that's the background that will go underneath. Then the second one has top in the file name, and that's the actual stickers which we'll be putting on top of the base. Here's how to upload the printable PNG files into Cricut Design Space. Open up Design Space and start a new project, then press Upload over on the left, and then Upload Image. You can then either click Browse to find the files on your computer or drag and drop them in. It doesn't matter which way around you do it, but I'll do the base first. So I'll drag that in and it will look something like this. Press Continue. Then you get this screen where it's asking if you want to remove the background. You don't need to do anything on this screen. Don't worry if the image appears blurry when you look at it in the preview window. Once it's uploaded and inserted onto your canvas, it won't appear blurry anymore. Press Apply and Continue, and then you get 3 different options now. Choose Flat Graphic, which is the 3rd option on the far right. Then press Continue. You don't need to change anything on this screen, but if you want to, you can give it a name and a category, and then press Upload. And it might take a little while because it is a high quality image, and when it loads in, it's probably going to load in way too big to actually cut. That's fine, we'll fix that in a moment. Next, we need to upload the stickers. So we'll go Upload again, Upload Image. This time select the other file, so this is the one that has top in that file name. And you can see here, this is all of the sticker designs. Press Continue, Apply and Continue. Choose Flat Graphic, the 3rd one, and then Continue, and Upload. And again, it might take a little while to load, but it'll get there. Okay, so what I want to do first is resize my base piece. And I have designed these stickers to be cut at 5 inches wide, and it's about 7 inches tall. It comes in a little bit underneath. You can make it smaller than that, but I don't recommend making it any larger than that. Otherwise, your stickers may become a little bit blurry and out of focus while you're stretching them bigger than they were originally intended to be. Because these are printable PNG files, they work a little bit different to your regular cut files. With regular SVG cut files, you can make them as big as you want to without any change in quality. But because these are intended to be printed, they're saved in a different way, which means if you make them larger than they were originally created, they can become a little bit blurry or pixelated, but making them smaller is fine. Okay, so I need to put this so that it appears on my sticker sheet. Make sure the padlock icon above the width and the height is closed. And then I'm going to make this smaller. And you just want to position the stickers so that they fit nicely onto that background. And you don't have anything going off over the edge. So that's looking good to me. Now we need to set up our cut settings so that it will just kiss cut, so cut a little bit around the stickers, but without going through the background. And then it will perfectly cut out around the background of this, so we end up with the sticker sheet with those nice rounded corners. There are 2 different ways to do this depending on whether or not you have the Cricut Access subscription. If you do have the Cricut Access subscription, you can use the Create Sticker feature for this. But that is an access only feature, so if you don't have access, I'll show you a different way that you can do this instead. So because I'm doing this 2 different ways, I'm just going to duplicate this so I've got a copy. And then for this first one, let's do it the Cricut Access way. First, I've clicked the stickers on top, the sticker layer. Press Create Sticker along here, and then check it out. Choose the Kiss Cut option. Don't give it a border, don't give it a die cut edge, and you can't select this one anyway, but even if you could, you don't need to turn that on. And press Apply. If I zoom in a bit, you see the stickers have now got a black outline around them to show that these are going to be cut. And then for the very bottom one, we're going to click that one. Now I've got my base layer selected. Press Create Sticker. This time choose Die Cut so it will cut all the way through the material. You don't need to give it a border, you don't need to cut interior shapes, just press Apply. That will move it to the top of the Layers panel so we can't see the stickers anymore. We need to put it back to the bottom by pressing Arrange, Center Back. There's one more step to do, which is to tell the Cricut we actually want it to print these stickers on top of the background sheet. Drag a box around both those layers to select them. You can see in the Layers panel I've got both of my sticker layers selected. So that's the Kiss Cut stickers on top and the die cut background. And then down the bottom of the Layers panel, press Attach. And that's it, done, sorted for if you're using the Create Sticker feature. If you don't have the Create Sticker feature, then what we're going to do is a little bit of clever hacking with our cut settings so that we can still cut the stickers out just a little bit off the background and then completely cut out this background. What we'll do is we'll be creating a brand new cut setting for the Cricut, which is the lightest setting the machine can possibly cut. That should just cut through the top layer of your sticker without cutting through the backing sheet. It depends a little bit on what kind of sticker paper you're using. If your sticker paper is really, really thin, this might not work and it might end up cutting out each sticker completely. But if you're using any of the Cricut brand sticker paper or any just thicker sticker paper, or if you're doing stickers that you've put a holographic laminate or something over the top to make it waterproof, then this will absolutely work. So the basic idea is we'll be cutting this on the lightest setting our Cricut can do. It will just be a very slight cut around it. That's perfect for the stickers so that we can peel them off of the background, but that won't actually be enough to cut around the very edge of the background piece. So what we need to do is make a few extra copies of the background piece so that rather than just cutting this once on that lightest setting, your Cricut will cut it multiple times along those same lines. That way it will cut all the way through the base, but only just cut the stickers once. So to do that, click on the base layer, and then we're going to press Alt on the keyboard. I think it's Option if you're using a Mac. I'm using a Windows computer. Wiggle the mouse a little bit until you see a plus icon appear, and then click. That would duplicate the base layer in exactly the same place. You see in the Layers panel, I've now got the original and then a new one. With the new one, under Operation, change it to a basic cut, and then change it to white. And then I'm going to duplicate this 3 more times. So Alt on the keyboard, wiggle the mouse till you get the plus, and click 1, 2, 3. Now in the Layers panel, I have 4 of these. So let's move the stickers back. Click on your very bottom one, Arrange, Bring to Front, and then the same on the stickers, Arrange, Bring to Front. So even though it's a little bit hard to see, what we've now got is 4 white copies of this background piece, then the printed version on top, and then the stickers on top of that. Select all of those and press Attach. So what this is going to do now is it will print it out. You won't notice these white bits because they're all underneath, but it means when you cut out on the Cricut, it will cut the stickers once, and it will do this outline shape 5 times, 1 for each of these whites, and then once for this. So it will cut through even though we're using a super light cut setting. So whether you're using either the Cricut Access sticker feature, or you're doing it without that and doing it manually, it will still work absolutely fine. Next, we'll take a look at how to print and also a little bit more about the different types of cut settings you might want to use. Because these look exactly the same, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference between them when I click Make. So for now, I'm going to hide the one on the right and just show you the one that uses the Cricut sticker making functionality. So this is the Cricut Access version. I'll press Make and it will separate it out onto the Print Then Cut screen. You can choose your paper size in here and then press Continue. When you press Send to Printer, make sure that you turn the bleed off in this case. Normally when doing Print Then Cut, I would say to keep the bleed on, but because I've already added a white outline to all of the stickers, you don't need it in this instance. However, you should turn Use System Dialog on. That means after you click Print, it will open up your printer settings and you'll be able to choose to print at a higher quality. I highly recommend looking at your printer settings. It will be different depending on your type of printer, but try and choose a suitable type of paper. For example, glossy photo paper tends to work quite well if you're using sticker paper, and also change the quality to the best you can. It might say high quality or best quality or top quality, something like that. Just look for that setting and make sure you turn it on, because the higher quality you do the print, the better your stickers will turn out. Right, I'm actually not going to print this because I don't have my printer plugged in right now. And I also don't have a Cricut plugged in, so I'm going to need to just pause this video and go and put one on to my computer, and then we can have a little look through the different types of cut settings if you're using the Cricut Access version. Then after that, I'll switch back and we'll do the one that doesn't use Cricut Access, as it is a little different. Okay, I've now got a Cricut plugged in, so let's press I've already printed, and then because I'm using the sticker settings in the project, this is the one with the sticker maker functionality, it's showing me only sticker options on the materials. Even if you click Browse All Materials, it's only going to show you sticker options. I'll go through the different types of stickers that Cricut have available in a moment, but just make sure you choose the correct one based on the type of sticker paper you're using. If you're not using a Cricut brand sticker paper, then just try and find one which is kind of similar. Now, one thing I did find when I was doing this I tested it on both a Cricut Maker and a Cricut Explore Air 3, was that it wasn't cutting all the way through for me on any of the types of paper that I tried. So for example, if I clicked on this one, I set my pressure to more for both of these, and you'll notice you've got kiss cut pressure and die cut pressure. That's just because we've used the Create Sticker feature. And even when I did that, it still wasn't cutting all the way through. So what I would recommend doing, if you're using a machine that will let you cut twice, so the Maker, Maker 3, or any of the Explore Airs, then after it's finished cutting, don't eject your mat. Instead, just try and peel up one of the stickers and see if it actually does come off of that backing, because I was having the problem where it just wasn't cutting through on the first go. If that happens to you as well, you can just press the go button again, and then it will repeat the cut in exactly the same place, and that should be enough to cut it through without going all the way through the material on your stickers. If you're using the Cricut Joy Extra to make your stickers, unfortunately you won't be able to do that, as that machine doesn't have the ability to cut again in exactly the same place. But if you have the larger machines, then that is something you can do. Alright, so that's your cut settings for using the Sticker Maker version, but what about the other one? Let's go all the way back to the project, and then I'll hide my Sticker Maker one, and then bring this one back on. This is the one where we added all of those white rectangles to the bottom. So once again, press Make, and you wouldn't notice anything different at this point. It looks exactly the same. Press Continue, and then you will print it exactly the same. So make sure the bleed is off, and then make sure Use System Dialog is on, so that you can then change your print settings to a good quality paper. For example, glossy photo paper setting works well, and choose your best or highest quality. Now this time, because Cricut doesn't know that we're making stickers, because we've not used their special sticker maker functionality, you can use any material that you normally would on your Cricut machine. They're all here. But we need to be a little bit clever and create our own custom cut setting that is as light as the Cricut can possibly cut, so that when it does the stickers, it doesn't cut all the way through the background and completely cut the stickers out. To do that, click Material Settings right down here. It's right down the very bottom. It's kind of hard to see. And then scroll all the way down to this list. The list will look a little bit different depending on what type of Cricut machine you've got plugged in. And then right at the bottom, there's this that says Add New Material. Press that and give it a name. I like to put my name on it just so I know when I'm looking through this in the future that this is one of my custom settings. And then also the type of machine I'm going to be using this on, because custom cut settings sometimes only work with one particular type of machine. So what I do for my Maker 3, which is what I've got now, I wouldn't be able to do maybe on a Joy Extra. I'd need to set it up again. So I'm going to say Cricut Maker 3, Sarah Maker 3 sticker sheets. And then I'll know in the future what that means. Press Save. And then in this option, drag the slider down to the smallest number you can do, which will probably be 70. This is the cut pressure, so it's how hard the blade is going to press into our material. We want that to be as little as possible. Then you don't need to change anything in this drop down, leave it as off, and then leave the final bit as just the normal Cricut blade. Press Save. And then that's the one I want to use. So now we can scroll all the way up to the top of this list again. It's very long because there's lots of things that Maker 3 can cut. And close out of there. Then press Browse All Materials. And then if you search for your name and press Enter, it will come up. So this is the one I just did. And press Done. And then you can try doing it like this. Now bear in mind, all Cricut machines will be slightly different. Just, it depends a little bit on how sharp your blade is, whether you've changed it recently, how thick your sticker material is. So don't worry if it doesn't cut right on the first go, or maybe even the second or third goes. You just need to kind of play with it a little bit until you work out what works for your particular machine. I would give this a go as it is now, but if you find that it is cutting through the stickers completely and cutting them out of the background, try again and choose the less pressure option in this drop down. Then that will be as low as it can go. If you're doing that and it's still cutting through all the stickers, then unfortunately, I'm not sure there's a way to actually solve that other than buying some thicker sticker paper. But for all the Cricut brand sticker sheets, this option, I've tested it a lot and this does work pretty well for me. And I've tested it on a Maker and an Explore Air 3 and a Maker 3 and a Joy Extra. And it all seemed to work well. So I'm fairly confident at saying that this is a good way to make your KissCut stickers. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. I'm going to use several different types of sticker sheets and sticker materials so that you can see the difference between them, which will hopefully show you the kind of stickers that you might like to make so you don't have to go out and buy a load of different ones to find out what you want your stickers to look like. You'll be able to see how they look from what I'm about to show you. Here are 4 sheets of my flower sticker sheet all cut out, and I've used 4 different types of Cricut sticker paper so that we can have a little look at the difference. You can already see just from how my camera lights are hitting this that some of these are really nice and shiny and other ones are a bit more matte in their appearance. Okay, so we'll start with this one, which is Cricut printable sticker paper. This is the white one, and it comes with 8 sheets in a pack. This is the most matte effect out of all of the stickers. It just kind of feels like regular paper or cardstock. These are not waterproof stickers, so they're nice for adding on to notebooks and things like on this picture here, but probably not water bottles or anything that might get wet because it will damage the paper. This is very matte in its effect, it's not shiny at all, and this is really thick, so out of all the stickers, these ones are the thickest, and they've got white backs on them when you peel them off. I've got a clear jar and a coloured water bottle, which I'm going to use once we've had a look at all the different ones to see how they look when they're actually put onto something. So that is that one. And then I've also got a pack of printable vinyl from Cricut. So this is what it looks like, printable vinyl. This is the transparent one. You get 12 sheets in a pack. And that is this one. So this one does have a gloss effect on it. It is printable vinyl, so it is waterproof. And because this is the transparent one, it does come in other colours. It means that when you peel the stickers off, they've got a kind of see-through effect. The colours are on there, but you can still see through to underneath. I'm trying to give an example. Like that, you can still see the brown coming through. You can also get white version, which is more opaque, but I didn't have that version. Okay, there's that one. And then we've got printable waterproof sticker set. Packaging looks like that. This is the transparent holographic version. You get 5 sheets in a pack. There are several different colour versions of this. And how this works is you print onto a printable vinyl, and then when it's printed, before you put it into the Cricut to cut it out, you put a holographic overlay on it. It's almost like a sheet of vinyl, and it's got a nice kind of sheen to it. You can see all the different rainbow colours when it goes into the light. So these are the most waterproof, and these are really nice and thick. Because this was the transparent version, again, the stickers, you can kind of see through them rather than them being completely opaque. And then the final one I tested was another printable vinyl. This one is silver printable vinyl. So that's what the package looks like. You get 10 sheets in a pack. So this is very much like the transparent one I showed earlier, but this time the actual vinyl that you print on is silver. So you get a lovely subtle effect. That's the back of the stickers. And then the front, I'm trying to show it, it's got a silver rainbow holographic effect on it. And this one, because it isn't transparent, it is a little bit clearer to see the picture. Okay, so that's the 4 different types of vinyl I've used. Just just to show that you can get completely different effects with the stickers. Now let's take a look at what they look like when they're actually put on different coloured blanks. So I'll start with my silver and peel up one of these stickers. And if you're doing this for real, you'd probably want to put some rubbing alcohol over this first, just to clean it up. Let's see, that's how that looks on the clear glass. And I'll do another one on my little mini water bottle. So that stands out really nicely against the pink. It's a bit hard to show you because it's so small. Okay, so that's the silver printable vinyl. And then this is the printable waterproof sticker sheet that I put the holographic overlay on. Let's choose a different one this time. Okay, so on my clear glass, that's what it looks like. You see, we can't really see the picture from a distance when it's clear, but when you look at it closer, it is more obvious. And if there was something inside this glass, if I'd filled it up with cookies or sweets or chocolate or whatever, you would be able to notice that picture a bit more if it had a darker colour behind it. We'll also take a look at this on the pink. So that's quite hard to see. I think if I was doing this again, I would have bought the white version of this, not the transparent one, because that is really, really subtle. If it had a white background rather than transparent, it would show up much better. So it's very pretty with the shine, but I think the white would have looked nicer. Okay, so now I've got the just plain printable vinyl. Again, this was the transparent one, I think. And I probably should have done the white one. So yeah, again, this is probably not going to stand out all too well. There it is. You can't really see too well. And then on my pink, let's do another one. Oh, this orchid sticker is a little bit tricky to peel up. It's got lots of different shapes on it. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. And again, it doesn't overly stand out. If you're putting this on something white, it would probably look better. This sticker here is one I made a while ago. This is the printable waterproof sticker sheet with the holographic overlay, but it's the white background one. So it's the same as this, but this is transparent and this is white, and it looks so much better with the white background. So much more obvious. So yeah, I definitely should have bought more of that, I think. But I've got one more left, and this is the regular printable sticker paper. So this is the one that's not waterproof. And this will look much more obvious on my water bottle, but as I say, it's not the best for water bottles because it will smudge and get damaged if it gets wet. But it does give a better idea of how it looks if you have got that white backed paper rather than transparent. And let's do sunflower for the other one. Put one on there as well. Just so you can see, again with that white, it stands out much better. So I hope that was kind of helpful to see how the different types of Cricut sticker papers work. Even though I think I chose the wrong ones because transparent doesn't show up overly well, but never mind. I'll buy white next time. If you enjoyed this video on how to use sticker sheets in Cricut Design Space, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more Cricut, card making and SVG tutorials. I hope you'll join me tomorrow for day 10 of the Floral Craft Countdown, but for now, thank you so much for watching. Bye!